It was the handshake seen around the world, a historic moment in Singapore between two of the most divisive politicians in the world, U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, tonight, shaking hands ahead of the first ever summit between the two countries in more than 60 years. Trump touching Kim's elbow during the handshake seemed to lead the way to their first ever sit-down. The two world leaders who once traded insults appeared open and optimistic ahead of one of the world's most highly anticipated and high-stakes meetings.
I feel really great. We're going to have a great discussion, and I think tremendous success. They'll be tremendously successful. And it's my honor, and we will have a terrific relationship, I have no doubt.
Trump had previously said he would know within the first minute whether or not the meeting would go well. And it seems so far so good.
The
past worked as fetters on our limbs, and the old prejudices and practices worked as obstacles on our way forward, but we overcame all of them, and we are here today.
That's true.
The pair's first sit-down, a one-on-one with just the leaders and their translators. The big question remains, what outcomes could the meetings lead to? Will North Korean leader Kim Jong Un be willing to give up his nuclear weapons? And what might the U.S. offer in return? The first indication the discussions might be going well, a smile from Kim as he and Trump emerge from a 45-minute meeting. Then a handshake over the table at a sit-down with their teams. Just hours before the meeting, U.S. and North Korean officials were still working behind the scenes, trying to narrow the gap on some key issues ahead of Trump and Kim's sit-down. Trump's Secretary of State Mike Pompeo made it clear the U.S. is after one thing and one thing only, denuclearization, and will settle for nothing less.
The complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization of the Korea Peninsula is the only outcome that the United States will accept. Sanctions will remain until North Korea completely and verifiably eliminates its weapons of mass destruction programs.
But what exactly denuclearization would look like for Kim's regime remains uncertain. There's also plenty of speculation about what Kim will be asking for in exchange for giving up his nuclear weapons program. The U.S. is hinting they'd be willing to offer North Korea some protection.
We are prepared to take what will be security assurances that are different, unique, than have been provided, that America has been willing to provide previously. We think this is both necessary and appropriate.
And Korean Canadians are keeping a close eye on this historic summit. This afternoon, we spoke with some in Toronto's Koreatown to get their thoughts on what this significant event could mean for them.
I'm still a little bit skeptic about what they're going to do, but I think they are doing it for their benefits. It's a show, but then I think they are doing it for real.
I just hope that there is some more openness and there's a little bit more. There's a smoother transition of relations between the two countries, even if it's small things. I think anything is a positive.
Now, the meeting began around 9 a.m. Tuesday local time in Sentosa Island, Singapore. The private one-on-one set to last about 45 minutes was followed by a larger 90-minute bilateral meeting, then onto a working lunch with delegations from both sides.